I mean, we just did some cloud transformation, and this is a good segue to bring in Premic. We recently did some stuff for Eurocontrol, which they deem as transformative, big deal, state of the art. And I have been doing this 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. So, journey to cloud. How,
But for in aviation industry or for Eurocontrol for that matter, what we did was transformative from their point of view. And is transformative in terms of general aviation industry, especially in areas like ATM, ATC, all that stuff. These guys are relying on pretty old technology. So even though we are implementing solutions that normal commercial companies would have had already for like 10 or 15 years, we are just now bringing that to aviation. Well, it's transformative for them. But I actually was looking for a different thing, and I wanted to ask Jacob a different question because I was just, while we were talking, I was scanning through the Grasshopper solution and Grasshopper webpage. How do you want to sell these things? You want to sell them to distribution companies like, say, DHL, and DHL to use them in distribution centers. You mentioned something about connecting the rural areas into that. What's your concept behind that?
I would say there's two use cases. One is point-to-point connection. So it could be one factory to one warehouse within the range of flight that it is allowed, or it could be the last leg of a whole supply chain solution. So that could mean from an airport to a warehouse or something like this. So it really is the aim to incorporate warehouses directly into the supply chain via an aerial solution. And then is the question, who are the operators? Currently, Grasshopper is operating as an OEM. We're developing that drone. Then somebody needs to operate it. So we do want to be the operators at some point. Will we achieve that from the beginning? It's a big question. DHL, for instance, could be somebody who could buy this. Cargo airlines could be potential clients to buy this and operate this. And we're talking with various potentials who are interested in this technology. So I can't really speak about how we're really going to do it. But the idea is that via our charging and loading station that will remotely and automatically charge our cargo container, we can attach a warehouse automation or factory automation directly to the cargo drone, so that actually within the same software solution, because automated warehouses and factories are run via warehouse management systems, factory management systems, you can handle these transports. One click, everything in the same overview. So the idea really is to skip any loading part. And one very specific use case that we're looking at right now is cold chain. So for pharmaceuticals, where you really want to provide complete data transparency over the entire supply chain, and where $35 billion are being lost annually simply due to a friction in that data transparency, we can solve that. And from there, we're probably going to expand into various different use cases. Does it make sense? Did that answer your question?
Indeed makes sense. Indeed, if we are talking about point-to-point transport and more of a cargo warehouse type use cases, this would indeed suffice the use case. Okay, so this is pretty clear. This is pretty clear. Thanks, Jake.